Hi all, welcome to my YouTube channel DEVOPS with Samail. So today I'm going to cover the Linux series video only. So before that, like this channel I have created to share my knowledge regarding Linux, AWS, cloud and DevOps tools. So I'll be covering all those videos through all the tools. So it will take some time, but I just started with Linux first because as a DevOps engineer, you should know Linux first. You should have some basic understanding of Linux, then it would be easy to become a DevOps engineer easily, or you will understand over there easily. So if you are not subscribed my channel, please subscribe, like and share so that other people also can get the video. And today I'm going to share about how to create a partition. This is like Linux continuous videos. So I have posted previously maybe more than 5 or 10 videos. So in that you can get easily knowledge regarding the Linux. So without wasting time, let's get started. So today my topic is what this is creating a new partition in Linux. So what it is partition like we will have physical disk and that particular physical disk for storage I will be just creating new partition for our different use purpose. Okay. So here what it is telling a guide to disk partitioning for improved storage management. This is the very important thing, storage management. Okay, so you can assume like Windows. Whenever you are buying any laptop, that is like you will be seeing like C drive, D drive, E drive, like this kind of partition is available. That is called Windows partition. But the same maybe 1 TB. Okay, you have 1 TB hard disk on your laptop. So if you are installing or if you are not partitioning anything in this, maybe your OS related stuffs also will be there, maybe app related stuff also will be there, maybe DB related stuffs also will be there. So what will happen that time if my disk is gone? It means my everything will be gone, right? So this is a very major you can say risk if you are not having this particular partition, because one time in here OS gone means you cannot log in itself, you cannot run your application, you cannot run your database, nothing will be running. So that's what in Windows what is happening, C drive, E drive and F drive. So in C drive OS related stuff they are keeping, maybe some E drive something you are keeping. So like this, if we are creating this partition, that will be very helpful, and you will not maybe lose your data also in future. So that's what in Linux what came into picture, that is called partition. So we'll be creating different partition in Linux. Maybe Linux root partition will be there where all OS related things will be there. Maybe some other partition will be there where I'll say only app related particular data will be there. Maybe some DB related data will be there. Maybe users related data will be there. So we can create many partition like this, and we can assign to particular user or particular application also. Suppose here DB partition goes wrong. It means I will have user partition also, app partition also, OS partition also. It means I am able to log into the server, then I'll try to fix something. If it is total is gone means I cannot log in also. So that is the major difference for making the partition. Okay, let me go to my slide and then I'll explain it. Okay, so what it is telling, it is telling a partition is a defined storage space on a physical hard drive. Multiple partition can exist on a single physical drive. That's what I said, like maybe for app I'll create a separate partition, for DB I'll create a separate partition. So a lot of partition can be created. Okay. Why to create? I already explained like one or two example here. There is more examples are available. But it is telling efficient storage management. So I can like suppose for your application there is only 50 GB needed. So I'll create 50 GB only for that application so that the rest particular application storage I can save it. If you are giving all the whole storage with, if you are buying 1 TB storage but you need only 50 GB of storage, so that time your other space will be wastage only. So to efficiently storage management, we are creating partition, segregation of data and system files. Okay, and on another one very good example is like, so suppose if you are creating in one disk, you are creating different folder and you are keeping your data application folder, database folder. So there what will happen, application team can go there and they can delete the database because in that both are having the access, that is the same disk but not the same partition. So that's what not the different partition. Okay, that's what we should create different partition for different application and different database. Allows multi-boot setup and recovery solution. So it means like if your C drive is good, then I can at least log in. If your total drive is gone means you cannot log into your system also. Okay, there are partitioning. So there are two types of partitions are available: primary partition and extended partition. Primary is when only four primary partition is available. If you are creating C, D, E, F, that is fine for. But if you want more than that four partition, that time you can add more partitions by doing the extended partition. Okay. So partition table type, there are two types of partition table, that is MBR, master boot record, and GPT. Okay, so if it is older, MBR is older. Nowadays we are using GPT, so it supports larger drives also. Okay, so how to do the partitioning, that I am going to cover on my practical hands-on. So through fdisk only you will be doing. There are a lot of other options also, and how to identify the disk information. What are the disks are available? So through LSBLK or fdisk-L or df-h. So let me go to the server and do the practical. So how do I identify whether any disk is available or not on my system? That is command is lsblk. So as of now, what disk is available? That is 8 GB of disk here, and there are three partitions are available. So who created this kind of partition? Linux itself. Whenever I am creating the server, that time itself created this partition to save our data or for other purpose also. So as of now, let me check df-h also. So here also, where it is mounted on this particular slash. There is another option df-ht. So which file system it is using? It is using as of now XFS file system. So there are different file systems are also available on Linux, like ext2, ext3, ext4, XFS. But XFS is the latest. So that's what it is showing. It is using XFS one. Okay. But first I need to check on which availability zone my server is. Then only I will be able to create correctly. Otherwise, I'll not get anything. Okay. Let me check which availability zone my instance is. Okay, my internet is slow somewhat. Here I'll get, okay, it is on US East 1A. So US East 1A, I said like I need 2 GB only, not more than that. Otherwise, I'll get the bill. Rest, I'll say create volume. Once it is created, I will attach this particular volume to my EC2 instance. Whatever is 2 GB, I'll say select this, go to action, and attach volume to which instance? This Samail instance. I can give any name STB. I'll say attached it. So how do I know whether it is attached or not? I'll just go here lsblk. Can you see this xvdb? It is disk is already there. It is disk, not partition. Okay. If you are making it partition here, you should get partition. But here, as of now, I am able to see what this is disk. So how to create a partition? So another way to check whether what are the disks are available. That is fdisk hyphen l. Okay. So here can you see this disk information dev sdb. This one only I attached 2 GB, and this one primary it was already attached. So now sir, how to create partition? New partition. Here only disk is available. There is no partition available as of now. So to create partition, we should use fdisk utility. Fdisk. Then for which disk you want to do the partition? I said okay slash dev slash xvdb 2 GB. I have attached it. I didn't create any partition till now. Okay, let's say. So here it is telling okay you want to create partition, but as of now I don't have more information. How to get that? Here it is telling what command m for help. I said okay m, I need help. So here a lot of options are there. You can see add a new partition, delete partition, list, print. So a lot of options are there. So for me, the option I want to choose is I want to create a new partition. That's what I'll use. I'll say N. Okay. Once I pressed N, what it is telling what is the partition you want to create. Primary partition, extended partition. So for me, my requirement as of now not more than 4. So that's what I'll say. I want primary partition. Okay. Partition number, whether it is 1, 2, 3, 4. I say by default 1. Okay, I'll create 1 only. First sector, it is like first, see, this will have different sector and some other will be there. So we have to select from first to last, right? So I'll say first from default take it, last also default take it. I want only one partition here. Okay. So what it is telling partition 1 Linux 2 size 2 GB of it is created. Okay. Now what to do? Okay. Now to make it like save it, it is not saved it yet. It is on the fly on the disk only. It is there. To save it, you have to use what write table to the disk and exit. Okay, I'll say write it. Okay, what it is telling? Okay, syncing blocks. It is done. So now if I am going lsblk, can you see this one partition has been created? Okay, it is still partition, but it is not mounted, right? So to use that, I need to create first file system, then only mount it. So how to create the file system? The command is mkfs dot which file system maybe what xfs, right? Xfs was there. Xfs for which disk? This disk, right? Whatever partition I have created. So all device information will be stored under device only. So you have to provide like this. I'll say okay. So once it is done, it got created. I'll say lsblk. Okay, it it is partition done, and also I did file system also. But until and unless I am doing or mounting to some partition, some path, I will not be able to access it. So to do that, let me create one directory, maybe app mkdir slash app. Okay, and I will mount this particular uh, disk to which disk? My dev and HDB, right? Where I want to mount? I want to mount in slash app. Okay. Now if I'm checking df-h now, I should see this slash app. It's also available. Okay. Now if I'm doing lsplk, can you see this? Now it is partition and it is mounted on slash app. Now if I'm going slash app and I'm doing ls-l, nothing is there. I can create anything, touch maybe some file. Can you see this? Now I am able to use this particular disk. Okay, which disk? This is called partition. So I created one partition and I should enter to that partition through /app directory. Maybe if you want, you can create some other directory, so you can mount it. So like this way you can create partition and you can mount it. So, and another option, if I am rebooting this is like temporary mount. How to make it permanent mount? To make permanent in the sense after reboot also it will be there. But as of now, if I am rebooting this mount point will be gone. Maybe. Let me try to reboot this and wait for maybe 1 minute because it will take at least 1 minute to come up. Let's try to restart the session. Still it will. I'll just check whether this particular DF-H app is available or not. It should not be available because I didn't make it persistent. To make it persistent, you have to put this particular entry to etc fsteps. That I am going to do it. I'll say I'll log in with EC2 user and I'll say df-h. Can you see this now? /app is not there, but it should be there on my LSBLK. It is there. Okay, the disk is there, but mount point is not available. So now what I'll do, I'll say vi etc fstep. So file system information. So here all the file system will be stored here. Okay, let me. I'll say I'll go to last line. Here what I should give. I should give the first device information. Okay, what was the device information? XVDV1. Okay. Now where it should be mounted, I'll say app. Okay. Which file system? This is XFS file system. Okay. And rest you can take it default, whatever default is available. I'll say 1 and 1. Okay. Now if I'm saving it, till now there is no app available, right? I'll say mount hyphen a. So how it took? It took from that particular FSTF file. Now if I'm doing ls-la, now app is available and I'll go to /app and I'll check that file is available or not. Can you see this? Samile file is available. So like this way, now still if I'm rebooting here, after reboot also this particular app should be there. Let's try to wait for 1 minute and we'll see whether it is available or not. Hmm. So till it come up, please share my YouTube channel so that share, subscribe also so that other also will get the notification. Also, they can use that particular YouTube video to gain their knowledge also. Okay. So let me log in and now if I am doing df-h, can you see this /app also it is available even though I rebooted. So this is called persistent. You have to make an entry in fstep to make it persistent. Okay. I hope this video is useful for you. Okay. If you are doing practice and you are getting any error or issue, please let me know. I'll share my WhatsApp number in description. You can WhatsApp me and I can help you also. Also, please do subscribe, like and share my YouTube channel and to get the more information. Also, please share to your friends also, whoever is interested to learn. Okay, I think that's it for today for this video. We'll come up with new videos also. Thank you all. Bye bye.